So my right rear shock, I think, is blown. So I'm just here at Top Tech Auto Center, who said they're going to check it out for me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the right shock has gone. But we're going to lift it up and check it out. Alright, so the car's up. You can see here it is completely wet. This one's okay. It's dry. And I checked the front, so everything else seems to be pretty good.
What's cutting?
That's Mike doing my intro for me. So we've got the R8 here, obviously. It's got the bonnet open and the rear bonnet open, which means we're doing some work on it. I have got some new shocks for it. Basically, my rear right shock is leaking and I don't want to replace the original because I'm not a fan of them anyway, because it's just that fancy magnetic stuff, and I want to go coilovers and I want to lower the car. Berger has offered me this beautiful workshop, some of his awesome machines. He's C63 over there, which is another project we're going to be working on. A few more things planned with that. But yeah, I've ordered Yellow Spring Racing shocks. It's a company in the UK who I got them off. But they seem pretty good. The quality seems good. What do you think? Berger hasn't actually seen them yet.
This is what they're replacing the stock magnetic.
Yeah,
shocks.
so it's just coilover. You've got your adjustable dampering up here, like clicky.
Oh, nice.
And then you've got a ride height here.
Yeah.
And then they've also got a spring tension as well.
How low can you go with these?
I don't know. Actually, don't know, so. I mean, I do want to lower. I mean, I think we should let the viewers decide how low it should go.
Look, I think like 1 finger gap. That's
One finger?
1 finger.
I mean, I want it lower, but...
You're already going through all the effort of installing them. Might as well go all the way.
1 finger's a lot. I could do 2 to start off with.
Like your tires are a bit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do need to change my tires. Okay, cool. We're gonna get the car jacked up, some stands under, and we're gonna start off with the front. I've been told that this takes about 2 to 3 hours, which I don't think it's gonna take. I don't know. I think it's gonna take a bit longer, but we'll see. Maybe it will. But yeah, like I said, we'll start with the front and see how it goes. So yeah, let's get the car nice and jacked up. Okay, before we start jacking the car up, we need to pop off all these plastic panels. Alex, you want to do some explaining for me?
So basically, you've got a lot of these metal clips. They are half turns. They pop out. We've got a lot of these plastic sort of clips, which we will need to take off with a different tool, so we don't scratch it.
So we need to remove these as well, right?
Then you continue on to popping off the plastic cap for the windshield wipers.
Not that off.
Both of them. They're 13mm bolts. The bolts are easy to take off, but the windshield wiper itself sometimes, after, depending on how old the car is, it is quite difficult to pop them off. I've seen people say that you should press down on this sort of hinge right here to help it pop off.
Okay,
We'll
nice.
give that a go in a second and show you how that goes.
Alright, yeah, so hopefully this isn't too much of a pain to pull off, because obviously the shocks are mounted underneath here, so all of this has to come off. And then after that, obviously you need to take the wheel off, and then this inner liner as well, the wheel arch liner, also needs to be removed, and then you should be able to get to the shock. Okay, wheel arch is off. Now we're trying to remove the top bolt on the first left shock of the car, I guess.
Yes, driver's side.
Driver's side. This shock isn't leaking, which is good, but you will soon see the rear one is leaking. But yeah, these bolts are very tight, so it does. If you do have power tools, use them. If you don't, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, we continue to get this up.
Voila!
Alright, I think we've actually managed to get this out.
Uno. Bear in mind,
Bomb
top
bolt
and
was
bottom.
removed. Yeah, top
Top
and
and
bottom.
bottom, different lengths. Top is short, bottom is long.
Okay. We've already unplugged the Mad Ride plug, so make sure you do unplug that before you try and pull these out. Now I think this is the part where we do need the crowbar, but yeah, if you pry it in like this, just be careful, you can put something there on your brake, and you pry, and you have to slip it out from here underneath and twist it, and then you can just pull your shock straight out. So that is the first shock. Is that front?
Yep. Front.
Okay, so this is stock. See, it's
Yeah,
already a
that's
bit
stock,
lower
yeah.
already. So yeah, it should be good. Okay guys, so we're just setting the front ride height. Well, these shocks already come pre-loaded to the correct height from the manufacturer. So what we're doing is just exactly measuring to the stock. They actually come a little bit shorter by about 1 centimeter, but we're gonna start adjusting just to make sure it's properly right and make sure all these are locked so it's securely on. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. We've just got that in, which was required a lot of manpower, but I will explain how we did it. So we put in the first, we screwed in the top first, secured that. And then what you want to do is keep this loose so you can still spin it. And then you do need your crowbar, which is, Alex will show you now. Basically you need a lot of leverage for this.
Because you basically push the upper control arm down in order to line up the hole with the shock.
And then
get the bolt
yeah,
in.
while he's putting quite a lot of pressure, slide the bolt in, that secures in. And
Definitely a two-man job.
now you can lock this, make sure that is tight and that is locked. And then after that, we can once the other side's done, then we can start adjusting the ride height. So one side done, now the other.
Okay, so basically, up next, what are we doing? Checking ride height.
Yeah.
So, put the wheel on. 4 bolts should be enough. We're gonna drop it and see what the current adjustment is on the coilover, so we can double check if we need to lower it or no. Let's see what the stock settings of these shocks was. Serena. Not too sure. Well, 3 fingers. What's the stock height on the other side?
It's higher.
Yeah, it is. Where we at?
Just over
61. 66.1. Oh. Yeah, that's a centimeter higher. 67.1.
Okay, alright. It needs to be lower than that. Okay, alright, so what we're going to do is take the wheel back off, adjust the spring rate, and hopefully we're going to get it a bit lower. Alright, so we've installed this shock, we've set the height, it's roughly set, actually set quite low, but it's sitting just below the stock height. So we've already preset this shock, ready to install to the right side or left side of the passenger side. But yeah, this shouldn't actually take too long. Now we know what to do. It's pretty easy, but we've still got the back to do, which I actually don't know how to do. I probably need to read up on some stuff. But I do know that all these panels have to come off. And I think you can access the shock. Let's see. Yeah, it must be somewhere kind of underneath here, but I think you can access it from there. And obviously, wheel arches need to come off, rear wheels, but hopefully it should be easy enough to do. But yeah, we're gonna get the front finished and then we'll get on to the back. So for the rear suspension, you've got to remove basically these panels here. So all of them off, because you need to pull out this airbox connecting tube, which is connected to a pipe or like a duct, I guess. It's an air duct for the airbox. You have to remove that to get to the top of the shock, which is a very awkward position, as you can see.
And the air intake basically comes from here, goes around into this top plastic piece.
Which is basically this piece you have to take out.
Yeah. In order to get to the bolts.
Yeah, honestly, this is our first time doing it, so we're still not 100%. But it's tight up there, it's tighter than the front, so far this has been a bit more of a challenge. But we're getting there, we're actually loosening the top now. Oh, it's actually loose now. Yeah. But yeah, I'll do an update once we actually get a bit more progress going. Out the rear shock now. got all their bolts undone. You do have to unload the bottom one with the wishbone, but let's see how this. Was that a bit leaky there? No.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how. So looks like you have to kind of pull it towards you from the top, and that's the first rear shock out. The leaking shock is this one, so that's last.
This is left for last.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so now we need to install the.
Now we need to measure it.
Yeah, I need to do this shock and get the height set, which we have no idea, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll update you once we get that bit done. Quick update. We're still trying to adjust the height, so we need to just quickly push it out and basically push this one, screw it up to the stopper, and it should be the right height. I think I'm trying to drop the car at least maybe an inch, so I'm hoping this should do it. But yeah, I'll do another update once we actually get this side sorted. Here is the final result. It's been a little bit more than about 2-3 weeks. A little bit delayed on getting the final results of this car put in. It's looking really good. I think we'll end up blowing it about an inch or so. I think before you could get about 4 fingers in, and now I can just about get 1.5, 2. Really happy with the ride height. I'll put it on a more kind of harder setting, but it's turned out to be like really smooth. It's not too harsh over bumps. Obviously it's still need to take it quite slow. I really like kind of the drop look on the stock rims. It's turned out really well. So yeah, super happy. Really recommend those springs. I'll put a link in the description below if you're looking for where I got them from. So yeah, super happy. And yeah, just give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment if you have any questions about it. And I'll definitely reply. Anyway, thanks for watching.